Good evening, members. I'm Kisasha Aaron, a student of Victoria University, pursuing a bachelor's in software engineering, and I'm here to explain the code. This code we have displayed, and first of all, I will explain our first code, which is the package declaration. So here we have declared our package as Boston Marathon. So this line declares that the code belongs to the Boston Marathon package, which is used to organize classes into namespaces. So our second part in the code is the import statements, as you all see it. So these lines of import, they are grouped under different classes from the Java standard library. So the first is ArrayList, which is used in storing and manipulating lists of data. So the second one is the collections. This contains utility methods for operating on collections like sorting a list. Then we have the hash map. The hash map and the map, these are used to store key value pairs where each key is associated with a specific value. So we are going on to the class declaration, whereby we have declared our class as the Boston Marathon. This line declares a public class named Boston Marathon, and this class is public, so it can be accessed from other classes. So we also have the main function or the main method, and this main method is where the program execution starts. Public makes it accessible from outside the class. Static means it belongs to the class rather than instances of it. Void means it doesn't return anything, and string arguments is a parameter that can take command line arguments. As you see, I've been explaining the void and the string arguments. So we shall go on creating and populating the runner's map. So this is the runner's map. This creates a hash map named the runners to store the names of the runners as string and their types as integers. As you also see, we have the names and their specific types. These lines add entries to the runner's map, associating each runner's name with their respective marathon time in minutes. So we go on to create a list of times. So we are creating a list of times whereby this line creates a list named times that contains all the runners' times, runners and values, returns a collection of the times and a new. The array list creates a new list from the collection. Then we need to also sort out the times. As you also see, we need to sort out the times here. So this line sorts the times list in ascending order, meaning the fastest time, which is the smallest number, will be at the beginning of the list. So our fastest time will be at the beginning of the list, as you all see. Meanwhile, the second fastest time will be the second part. So we find the second fastest runner. This part of the code is similar to the previous one, but instead identifies the second fastest runner. As you see, this second code is similar to the first one of the fastest runner. So the loop checks each runner's time to find the one that matches second fastest time, and then it assigns the runner's name to second fastest runner. Then we go to the print of the results. Finally, the program prints out the names of the fastest and the second fastest runners with their respective times. As you see, we print out the fastest runner plus the specific time in minutes and the second fastest runner plus its time in minutes. So members, all this code in summary, this program stores marathon runners' names and times, and it also finds and prints the fastest and second fastest runners based on their times. It uses HashMap to store the data, sorts the times using a list, then finds the runners associated with the fastest and the second fastest runner. So after, we shall run our code to see our final project, whether it will display the fastest runner and the second fastest runner of the Boston Marathon. We wait a little bit as it is compiling. As you see, it has already successfully compiled. We are seeing our fastest runner was John with 243 minutes, and the second fastest runner was Kate with 265 minutes. So our viewers, that is how I've explained my code. Please follow, share and comment on my YouTube video. So wait for more. Stay blessed.